playoffs in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague. First possession to the visitors as Paris, with their backs to the wall, trying to keep their season alive, down 0-2 to the 2017 champions. Hayes Davis, shot clock running down, spreads it. Colson lets fly, that's off the mark. And this is an area of the game that Paris needs to take care of. They need to look after their defensive rebounding. So again, Fenerbahce with an extra possession, and they cash it in off the hand of Devin Hall. Well, that is one of two stories in this game. Can Paris make threes, and can they contain Fenerbahce on the backboard? When these two teams met for the first time back in round 17 on the 3rd of March, less than 2 months ago. Good drive by Tyson Ward as he lays it up and in. Fenerbahce had 50 rebounds, 5-0, 30 of them on the offensive glass, round 17. So the teams exchange baskets, both teams in man-to-man defense. Bonsoir to any French speakers who are joining us tonight. Merhaba, hello to all fans of Fenerbahce. A very warm welcome to you from wherever it is in the world that you're joining us. First turnover, Malcolm. Is he gonna go the distance? Well, they'll try, but Colson keeps it out of the basket. Good play by Bonsi Colson, and good hustle from Colson, who has to get back and eradicate the turnover. And those little plays go a long way in who wins a game. Now, the first 3 times that these two teams have met, the games have been close. Round 17, Fenerbahce won by 4. Round 31 of the regular season, Fenerbahce won at the buzzer in Istanbul by 1. Playoff game 1, Fenerbahce won by 5. But playoff game 2 was a different story. Here's Guduric between the circles. He'll go on his right hand. Can't convert. And Hayes gathers the rebound. In that first, second playoff game, Fenerbahce were up 61-38 at halftime. Here's Shorts now. Malcolm, oh, he hesitated. He'll go inside to Hayes, who'll get our first free throws of the night. So here's something to think about if you are Jantunen and Hayes get into 30 minutes. Hayes averages 20 minutes per game through the season. Ward, 27 minutes. Jantunen, 25 minutes. Do those guys need to get up into the 30 minutes in order to have a chance to win this one? Kavarius Hayes dispatches both free throws. He was picked up in the offseason. One of only 4 players with EuroLeague experience. Colson. Can't convert. The pass was just off the mark by Guduric. Wasn't in the shooting pocket. Look how quickly Paris get out. Jantunen's shot won't go. Shorts will try his hand at a 3. That won't go. Hayes with another offensive rebound as Paris take a leaf out of the Fenerbahce book. And Shorts mixes it up, slashes to the basket and converts. So Paris with 2 offensive rebounds. Tyson Ward right now signaling over to the bench as Splitter has got subs ready to come in. Well, that answers that question. Hayes Davis, stop and pop, got it. Nadir Heafy at the scorer's table, ready to come in. Malcolm trying to create the mismatch. Shorts waves on another screener. Now Shorts has the matchup he wants. He'll just shoot right over the top of Ken Birch. And that's a good sign early on. Paris with a 3 early in the contest. Off the hand of their talisman, TJ Shorts. The tempo is quick. Guduric gets deep. Yeah, you can hear Kavarius Hayes calling 3 seconds. Instead, he's going to get called for a hold. And if you're Fenerbahce and Acme, so you have to play the game at the tempo you want. And sometimes that's hard when you're playing against a team that wants to hurry you up. Hayes Davis, guarded by C. Babinovic. Shot no good. That's what you got to do with him. You got to run him off the three-point line. Great to see Anadolu Low, the German international, his first action in this playoff series. Heafy. Step back shot, short. Wade Baldwin, who for my money was the MVP in playoff game 1. In fact, it was Devin Hall, but a telling influence from Wade Baldwin. Fenerbahce fans. That one rimmed out. Low calls the half-court set. Oh, what a great cut from Heafy. It was a great backdoor cut from Heafy. Low missed him. He'll get his own rebound and lay it up and in. Good hustle from Molo. Paris at the midway mark. I've got a 5-point lead. Both teams straight man-to-man defense. You can see Fenerbahce. 4 out, 1 in. This is a case where the foul bails out the offense. Leon Kratza. He'll be in gyms doing walkthroughs. And then, of course, 2 games to come. Who's going to be the first teams to book passage through the Emirates? Back to the line for Banjo. He converts both free throws there. So in the absence of Senatet Chandler tonight, Banjo might get some extra minutes. Here's Heafy. Oh, what a good feed from Heafy. So unselfish from Nadir Heafy. He finds an avenue to the rim and then just looks over his shoulder to find a cutter. So unselfish. Baldwin. Yeah, that's just too easy. Baldwin goes around that high screen and gets right to the window. That's something that Paris are going to have to address. Heafy lets fly. Bingo! Nadir Heafy is in the building. And let's hope, if you're a Paris fan, that is a portent of things to come. Baldwin skips. Hayes Davis lets fly. Thank you very much. Nigel Hayes Davis. He was quiet in game 1. He had just 3 points at the halftime intermission. He finished with 14. And he knows what to do to get his team a win. Here's Watana. Shot clock running down. Heafy. Just can't convert. Got to a good spot on the floor. Just couldn't finish. Hayes Davis with a mismatch on Anadolu. See how Paris collapsed on the basketball. But McCollum finds a nice pocket of space in the corner. And now Fener extends some pressure up the floor. Yeah, there you go. So now Fenerbahce just trying to speed up Paris a little bit. They throw some half-court trap and it pays dividends. There's Meli on the left and Meli Mamatoglu on the right. Mamatoglu, the club captain. He too has yet to play in a playoff game. And Meli, you know, bided his time in game 2. He came off the bench and he had a terrific influence. To the extent that Jesse Cabbage just actually praised him. He said, you know, initially the game just didn't suit Nicolo. And then he came in and really had a telling influence. You like it when your coach mentions your name in the post-game interviews. McCollum. His shot, no good. Shorts back on the floor, as is Tyson Ward. and Colin Malcolm, 3 starters. In fact, all 5 starters are back on the floor for Coach Splitter. And that goes back en français because this team have really acquitted themselves well on the EuroLeague stage for the first time. Yantinen, he can't buy a basket. Paris are getting clean looks. They're just 2 of 7 from behind the arc. Shorts. Ward. Ward's got such a quick release, it's no good. And you love this. Yantinen comes in. Almost dispossessed. Shorts by Babinovic. He's got that up fake, no good. Good defense by Babinovic as he kept TJ Shorts in front of him. And we're knotted up at 16 each with just over a minute to play here in the first frame. Ward and Hayes fighting for position down in the box. Good ball reversal by McCollum. You love it. The extra pass from McCollum to Babinovic, and he knocks down a 3. Birch switches out on the screen. Malcolm. Hayes, shot clock running down. Kavarius Hayes. Baseline jump shot, converts. That's extra offense if you get those points from Hayes. But he accepted the responsibility. Shot clock running down, and Paris draw to within 1. Look how Paris scramble. McCollum can't get it. You know, they recognize the fact that Hayes had a mismatch on Shorts, and they scrambled to correct it. Fenerbahce pick up their 3rd offensive rebound. Trying to get the last points of the quarter. Bullet pass into Kavarius. I beg your pardon, into Kem Birch. And the Canadian does well to catch that. And you got Shorts on the floor. Now Heapy runs around like someone in a house closing all the windows during a thunderstorm. He is energy personified. I think Shorts is even quicker. We'll see how Paris end this first quarter. Birch misses the free throw. Well, they're not going to get a chance because an offensive rebound from Deshaun Pierre. Lost the handle and just stepped out of bounds. The basket will not count. Now hang on, because Pierre stepped out of bounds. There will be some residual time left. The referees are going to sort this out. Powerhouses in African basketball. It's a very good league. Good skill and good money. You can see the Paris basketball fans just on the right of your screen, loving it. Nice feed. TJ Short shows you why he leads the EuroLeague in assists. Just dropped that one right in the lap of Kavarius Hayes. American with a flush. Let's get the 5s on the floor organized to start this second quarter. It's Hall, Guduric, Colson, Bango, and Hayes Davis for Fenerbahce. Colson. Nifty move from the Notre Dame graduate down in the mid-post. His first points of the night. Paris start with Ward, Shorts, Hayes, Malcolm, and Yantinen, the same 5 who started the game. Parisian drums beat, as do the hearts. Ward with the one-handed finish. Double deuces across the board. You know, Guduric deserves a lot of acclaim as well, because when Scotty Wilbekin went down early in the season, Guduric had to come and take over point guard duties. Then Eric McCollum arrived in round 21. So Guduric, who I don't think is a natural. Extra pass to the corner. Colson closes out. Colin Malcolm draws the foul. Well, I tell you, they're certainly showing the EuroLeague that they belong in this league. They can host a playoff game. Fans, outstanding. Nobody yet in foul trouble. Kratzer, beg your pardon, Leon Kratzer has got 2 for Paris, but with respect to him, he does that for Coach Splitter. He goes on, he gets rebounds, commits fouls, and he points are a bonus. Now here's something else Paris need to do well from the stripe. They've got to convert free throws. He only had 38 points at halftime in game 1. Finished with 72, so they're going to try to find ways to score the basketball. Goodrich, old school, off the window. Look how quickly Fenerbahce get back in their transition defense. Shorts slashes to the basket, and he goes on a strong hand. That's TJ Shorts to a T. He just surveys the floor in junior college. 2 years of junior college, and once again he had 0 scholarship offers and went on to play at the University of California at Davis. He was a teammate of Chima Moneke. When he got to the professional ranks, he's just gone from good to great. Great finish. Monjo dives down the lane, and he's getting quality minutes. Doing a good job for Coach Jesse Cabbages tonight. Now Shorts has the mismatch. Let's see what he does here. He wants a rub from Malcolm. Malcolm picks and pops. And won't go. I don't understand that pick there, because Shorts already had the mismatch with Bongo. Thought he might get downhill against him, but chose not to. Well, they left Goodrich alone, and he makes him pay. So Kratzer left Goodrich alone, and what they say in basketball defensively, never leave the basketball. Well, Kratzer did just that, and Goodrich made him pay. Remember, the guy with the basketball is the only guy who can score. So you never leave the ball. Fenerbahce, their largest lead tonight so far, early doors, 4 points. Paris have led by 6. So neither team has been able to establish a double-digit lead yet in this contest. Low, yeah, lost his footing. Got a 3-second call here. Jesse Cabbages working the referee. Those coaches, they're always working the referees any choice they can. McCollum. Old school. Little kiss off the glass. Eric McCollum. McCollum with his first basket of the night, 37 years of age, his 3rd EuroLeague season. He can fill it up. Don't let his age make you underestimate him. He can't convert. Yeah, great break. It's a terrific break. Pierre can't convert it, but that's a modern break. You get guys who run their lanes and pin down in the corners. In the old days, those runners would start to make a basket cut at the free throw line. Now they pin down in corners and spread the floor out. Heafy. Oh, Heafy with a little je ne sais quoi on that one. Somehow, with some spin, converts. Oh, what a great pass from Baldwin. Birch couldn't catch it, but it was pinpoint accuracy from Baldwin. Ken Birch just couldn't garner it. Babirovic, money. Tarik Babirovic, and there's no place better to make a three than right in front of coach. Tarik Babirovic with his second three of the night. And Fenerbahce with a 7-point lead, their largest. Low. Heaphy now. Guarded by Birch. Heaphy. He's got more moves than Celine Dion. So quick. Must be electric on the dance floor. So Paris have to stay close in this game all the way. They cannot let themselves get down to get that basket to drop. It's a beautiful backdoor cut from Babirovic. Another really good pass from Baldwin. And Paris just come right back at you. You cannot rest mentally or physically. See, money! Well, that's a bonus. If the big fellas can stretch the floor from Paris, that'll really help. Pierre, fouled by Nadir Heaphy. Two Canadians in the lineup for Fenerbahce. Deshaun Pierre and Ken Birch. Pierre from Ontario. Ken Birch from Montreal, Quebec. He's a good guy to know when you're in Paris. Again, Baldwin with another delicious pass, but Pierre cannot convert. Baldwin. Oh, Pierre gets away with a travel. Can't go anywhere with it. Shot clock running down. Babirovic rises short. Yeah, really good defense by Paris as they cause the turnover. 24-second shot clock violation. And you love to see this too. You want the players on the bench to get involved, get behind your teammates. Call Paris Club de la Capitale, club of the capital. Right now they're playing in front of the Parisians. Herrera, step back three, got it. Herrera couldn't throw it in the Bosphorus. When they were in Istanbul, all of a sudden, it is electric. All credit to the Paris faithful. They're doing their best to try and extend this series to 4 games. McCollum to Babirovic in space. How do you lose him? How do you lose the guy who dropped 20 on you? Babirovic, he's 3 for 3 from behind the arc. 11 points so far. Watara, yeah, just spilled it. Babirovic in transition, he'll give it back to Pierre. Unselfish play with Efes. Of course, he won the title with Panathinaikos last year, having brought 11 new players to the club in the offseason. Efes and Panathinaikos locked up at 1 game each. That series resumes tomorrow. Short, stop and pop, got it. It's a good timeout from Coach Splitter. Gets a clean look and a basket coming out of the timeout. So we're going to see Hayes go down into the low post. Watch this, Pierre will go into the high post. There's a double team on Hayes Davis. And Paris do a good job matching up. Pierre. Strong drive from Deshaun Pierre. And look how Fenerbahce don't even send players to the backboard for offensive rebounding. They just get back on defense. Good save by Colin Malcolm. Good hustle play by the #1 for Paris. Shorts. Picked Sometimes dribble early. Herrera's made 1-3. There, 2! Sebastian Herrera. 2 threes. The Chilean finally finding his touch. Yeah, Herrera's in the low post now, trying to guard Hayes Davis, and he commits the foul. Just the second team foul. I beg your pardon, third team foul on Paris, so they've got one more to give. Should get one more possession per team here as we wind down this first half. But Berovic. Wow, it's just great defense from Tyson Ward, and Berovic may be showing some of his youthful inexperience. Kind of so important. Paris with a chance to draw level here as halftime intermission beckons. Fenerbahce do not have a foul to give. Shorts wants to wind down the clock. Spreads everybody out. Got swallowed up by Pierre. Great defense by Deschamps Pierre. And now Malcolm commits the foul. Did he get it in soon enough? Hall is simulating a shot. Let's see if Malcolm got it in soon enough. Floor with this much time left on the clock. But the players know now that if you can somehow get in the act of shooting from wherever you are on the floor, you're going to get a trip to the line. And I think it's something that EuroLeague will take a look at in the offseason. It's clever from Hall, don't get me wrong. And in the letter of the law, the referee certainly got the call right. So Hall makes the first. He was the MVP of game 1, Devin Hall. Had 13 points in that game, and it's quite humble. After the game was over, the courtside journalist congratulated him for his play. He said, I don't think I played all that well on defense, to be honest. Well, he makes all 3 free throws. Now, Paris. Shorts, can he get ahead of Steve? Lets it fly. And again,
nhìn nhẹ to vậy. Cho nên áo cái kiến thì mấy năm nay bền lắm. Cái bụng thôi nè. Bụng thôi. Thế mà mình mặc vừa là cái quần này thôi đấy. Cái nào? Quần Âu nó chặt khúc mặt, với mình mặc 2 quần còn là mặc vừa thôi. Thế à? Gì chứ? À tí nó cắm vào nồi cơm. Tí nó cắm vào nồi cơm. Ông khỏi ông em. Con gặp cái dao lượn sóng mất luôn. Cái này mà dày quá đây này, nó sẽ bị gãy này.